So we'll run through how to do a content calendar. So I always start by going to the most recent month's content calendar. HFA and Polyworm are the two that do it the most. So it's just HFA in the clients folder, content calendars, and we separate them out nicely like this. We always have the AI version and the PDF version, and then I also end up putting it in the shared drive so that they have access to it that way too. I also send it in the weekly email. Yeah, so first thing I do is I'll change April to May. And I'm in Adobe Illustrator, just so you know. Okay, so this is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So we just want them to post certain types of content on certain days. More important than anything, the order of which they post them, that's like the most important part. And the reason is we've got this really nice flow going here. So if we go all the way down, this is our anchor. So right when I started working with them, I posted this. I said, okay, we're gonna start organizing our content and we're gonna make a really nice feed to separate them from like their competition. So this is our anchor. We always want everything to line up with this. This is our dish D. This is like our keystone, our rock. So we've got this nice flow of, so it's like a 9 square flow, I think is what it turns out to. But it's these quotes around here, and these are testimonials from parents, stuff that the kids say. Some of the stuff the kids say is pretty cool. It's funny. And then like Bible verses and like quotes from philosophers that are pertaining to Catholicism and such. And then the other content we have is UGC, user generated content. It's like this, and this, and this. This is kind of UGC. But this is a teacher headshot, and the teacher headshots can be used interchangeably with the UGC because this is what we want right here. Just this flow, so it's obvious. You know, we've got these images here, templates here, and then like other natural pictures everywhere else. And it just keeps going and going and going. And this one was kind of fickle to put together, but it worked out really well. And yeah, so the way I start is I make sure that, okay, this is like the last day of the month, and we need it to continue. We need it to continue like the three, like the order. So this is pretty much in order right here. So quote or Bible verse, student testimonial, parent testimonial. These three are pretty much the same. So if you look at it, it goes A, B, A, B, A, because this is still like student testimonial, still like a quote or Bible verse, B, A, B, A. And so we just got to keep that kind of flow going and make sure it lines up nicely for next month. Now, this is like a different kind of month because they literally didn't post anything this whole month. And it's because they're super busy, and that's fine. So since March 31st. So that makes our job really easy. So now I'm using this button here, the black arrow. Black arrow is like macro. White arrow is like micro. It's like the little tiny anchor points that make up stuff. So you pretty much only use this one. So what I'm going to do is click on each one and press shift. And just move them over. And that way I know those are in order. So now I delete April. Oops. go over to May. So I know I want that part. Command C. Command V. Now holding Shift, that'll keep the proportions correct. Now I let go of Shift. And then right click, bring to front. So that works. Kind of want, wish it would have brought Command Z. So I want it to bring this white background in that blue box. Command G will group everything and then arrange. Send it to the back because we want the logo to show into front. Oops. We just need to bring it forward a little bit. Yep, there we go. So now all this stuff lines up nicely. That's good. Now these things, I just kind of put them wherever they fit. And honestly, that's perfect. Sometimes if there's a bunch of weeks in a bunch of days in the first week, then I'd have to move these around, but make sure they stay in order so it's still A, B, A, B, A. And yeah, so and then next month it might end up starting with a piece of user-generated content instead of one of those quote things. And so that's what you just got to be conscious of. And once you do it once or twice, it's really obvious. But then what I'll do is kind of bring those up a little bit. Just kind of make stuff look nice. Need to zoom in to do it, but let's just say I already did that. So for the sake of time and my computer overheating, look at the artboards, artboard 1, 2, and 3. This is the artboard tool. So now first we have to, this is kind of an important part. First we have to save it as in the AI file, so it's editable. And so it's not April anymore. May, new folder, 17, May 2020, as Illustrator, save. So you always save it as an Illustrator file first. Okay, next, so we don't want to send them an Illustrator file, obviously, so we save it as, go down to here, go to PDF, and then the range, 1 through 3, yep, same thing, save. Now this part, so if you leave it at Illustrator default, it makes it a really big file. I did some research and figured out that this version here makes it really small. It's not super editable, but it's presentable, so it's good. We just care that it's small enough to email and is easy. So it's that 2001 type. Save PDF, okay. double check it. Alright, looks good. Then what we do is we replicate, leave the copy in here, and then this version, PDF one, we'll move over into their shared drive, just so it's there, and then move the April one into previous. And that should be good.